Lynette Oxley here for Tack Shack Tactical TV. Sorry, my voice is not that great. Spend most of the day on the range.
But I've gotten used to it over the years.
Yes. And I'm with Paul. Welcome, Paul.
Hi guys, hi Lynette.
I had a nice day on the range with some new shooters. It was absolutely awesome. You know, that's why I do this stuff. A lady shot shotgun for the first time, and yeah, she was absolutely awesome. I really enjoyed it.
We warned her husband appropriately.
We did. And then the other thing is, one of my clients saw his new pistol for the first time, and he had the biggest smile on his face that I've ever seen. And you know, that's why I'm in this business.
That sort of makes it all worthwhile.
You've got lots to talk about. It's
I don't know.
over to you.
It's a bit of, you know, it's a
mishmash of stuff.
Mishmash of stuff, yeah. Which brings to mind, you know, we need to ask our viewers. They must pose questions to us.
Yeah.
You know, we can discuss the subjects, the topics they raise.
Absolutely.
On the next week's show. So that's maybe something that needs to happen.
Yeah.
Because some days there's a lot happening and we've got a lot to talk about. Other days we have to scratch around, find things to talk about. In fact, we don't actually have to scratch around too much today because there's quite a bit happening.
Yeah.
Our old hijab case, the police refused to accept the photograph of a Muslim lady with her hijab on, but with her full face exposed, because they've got a different standard to the government.
To anybody else, that
the ID and
passport.
passport standard. For some reason, the police have got a different standard. So this has now been picked up by one of the other, I think it's a Muslim organization,
Yes.
and which is a much more appropriate party to take this forward. So we're coming in on that case. They've asked us to come in as amicus on that case because of our prior work that we've done on this.
I know that,
and I know that one of our other directors, Montanique, is working very closely with Cynthia, our in-house counsel, on that right now. So that's going to be quite interesting.
I know that they are asking if there's anybody that's had problems with this.
Yes.
To please come forward, because we'll actually put that all forward.
We can take statements and
stuff.
include those in the presentation which we make as amicus.
So you can send it to GOSA at
law at GOSA.co.za.
So please do, if there's any other ladies that's had problems in the past, or we know of anybody, please send us your complaint and we can include it.
Correct.
More people that's
the more the merrier.
Exactly.
You know, it makes our case stronger. It makes everyone's case stronger.
Absolutely.
It makes the entire gun rights argument stronger. The more people get involved. It's all about activism. It's all about being active citizens in our own country. We the people. Yeah. So.
Oh God, it's going to be the licking of the legs now.
Yeah, the Rottweiler's drank water, so now he's licking my knees.
Oh my goodness me.
And he's drooling at the same time.
Okay.
Oh dear. Anyway, guys, so the other thing we need to talk about is the no, please.
Sorry.
the spin-off, the positive spin-offs from the directive regarding collecting firearms with a permit.
Yeah.
It sped up the process of getting guns into people's hands, lawfully owned and licensed firearms into people's hands.
I've had about 15 or 20 guns leave the shop in the last week.
It's
been
absolutely
awesome.
marvelous to see people's smiles on their faces when they come to collect their firearms. In any case, but okay, rolling that backwards now. Now we see now people are starting to see that they're actually getting their guns.
Yeah.
Because guys become discouraged if they wait for 2 years to get their gun.
Yeah.
They start to become discouraged. So then they stop buying guns because they don't want to go into that cycle of 2 years of pain and suffering, etc., etc. So that brings us to in the first place to something that I need to just remind everybody of. And that's that we are still engaged in the mediation process with the police. The case has not yet been finalized. Somebody was saying on the group this week that we packed it in and we didn't abandon it. No, not at all. It's just sometimes scheduling makes things take a backseat.
Oh.
So we've had a bunch of holidays over the last couple of weeks. In certain communities where lawyers are prolific, and so that process slowed down inevitably. It's picked up again now. We're back with the mediating team from the state. At the end of the process, once they've reached a satisfactory solution, it'll be presented to court and be made an agreed order of court, which is ironclad.
Yeah,
agreed orders of court cannot be challenged because both parties have agreed to it.
And we'll keep everybody updated on
and we'll keep you updated right here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now moving back to the boost that this has actually given to commerce, because people are now starting to see, hell, I can actually get my firearm in real time. We've got some bizarre example, people getting their licenses in 28 days.
It's been within a month. I've seen
so that's amazing. I mean, if this can carry on, we're on a good wicket.
We're not there to keep firearms, to store firearms.
Of course not. Of course not.
Yeah.
So that's the one side of it. The other side of it is that now with the increased confidence, in the ability to license firearms and actually get them out of the gun shops into your homes. We need to. So I've been speaking to our motivations and appeals specialist at Motivus, and we're having a meeting next week, and we're going to put together a package, a specials package for Black November. Don't know why it's Black November, not White November.
I have no idea.
I have no idea. Anyway, it's Black November. Black November specials.
Yes.
I don't know, whatever. So we're putting together a whole package for discounted rates over November, leading up to Christmas. So guys,
please use us.
Please use us.
Yeah.
The prices are going to be exceptionally good, and that'll get your guns. Then feel confident to now go out and buy guns and come and motivate them. And
the motivations will all contribute again back to the gun rights.
Everything feeds back to the same point. Remember that the motivations that we do. The motivations that we do are designed so that they can be taken to appeal. If necessary. If necessary. The point being that if you haven't designed your motivation to support an appeal, a possible appeal, sometimes you have to resubmit, you have to reapply for the license because you can't add facts in later that you didn't add in your original motivation. That's both costly and time consuming. It's just, it just eats your soul. So that's something that
so look out for it.
We'll announce the prices and stuff on the show next week, but I'm just telling you that it's happening. Start your motors. And then something that actually happened last night, and we were made aware of this morning. One of our Diamond members phoned us from somewhere in the Cape. I'm not going to identify places too closely. And he had an incident yesterday evening whereby he invited someone into his home, and the person apparently drugged him. He woke up this morning and his safe was open and 2 firearms were missing and his cell phone was missing. So there are 3 lessons to learn out of this. 3. In the first place, there's 4 lessons. There's 4 lessons to learn out of this. The first lesson is be bloody careful about who you let into your home. The second lesson is, and of course, so now he phoned us in a panic and he said, what do I do now? We said to him, well, you've got to contact the police. He said, but, aren't I going to get arrested, etc.? It's Friday. Friday is arrest day.
Bad.
Friday is the day that police arrest people because they can keep them in jail until Monday. Yeah. So he was in a bit of a panic because obviously he doesn't prefer to spend the weekend in jail. And we organised, he's a Diamond member, And so we immediately, his cover kicked in, and we appointed, we found, we didn't find. We have a relationship with a firm of attorneys that has offices around the country. And that immediately kicked in. I phoned the senior partner, the managing partner of the firm, and I got him to appoint a person in the Cape, to one of his managing partner, interestingly, in Cape Town, to manage the process, get somebody out to our client, so they can go to the police together and make a statement at the police together. Making a statement at the police is a very, very dangerous thing to do.
So you need to...
If you slip up, you can end up spending time behind bars. It's a very dangerous thing. Typically don't make statements to the police unless you've got a lawyer. A lawyer who knows what they're doing. Not somebody who specializes in divorces or estates or real estate. Get a lawyer that actually knows about litigation, that knows about the Criminal Procedures Act. Oh God.
Oh my goodness me.
The Rottweiler has just gone into the pool and then rolled in the dry grass.
Yeah.
He looks like one of those, what are those coconut confectionaries?
Yeah, Leamingtons or
the
something.
Leamington.
He looks like a Leamington.
Uji, are you a Leamington? You're not a Leamington, my boy.
Oh my goodness me.
Anyway, so that's the second lesson, is get a lawyer on your side.
That knows.
That knows about, that knows what they're doing.
And all members have a 24-hour...
So all GOSA members have a 24-hour emergency number to call. All Diamond members get their 10,000, or have a 10,000 rand deposit that we pay to the lawyers to put the guys on retainer, because otherwise you have to suddenly find a whole bunch of money. If you got a lawyer that doesn't know you from Adam, you have to find a whole bunch of money to give the lawyer just to guarantee that you can pay his fee.
Yeah.
To put him on retainer. We do that for you. We find the lawyer for you. We put you guys in touch. And then the added bonus is that after that, any costs after the 10,000 rand are for the member's own account, but
it's discounted.
But it's discounted by 50%, half on the normal rates, just for GOSA members.
Yeah.
So that's the second lesson is. The first lesson is watch out who you let in your home. The second lesson is get a lawyer, good lawyers on your side, and we've got the best and the best plan for you guys. The third thing is be careful about, and this may not have any bearing on this, but it's something that comes to mind.
Yeah.
A lot of guys are so happy when they get their license, when they've gone and collected their firearms. They photograph the firearm and they put it on the Facebook, and not just our Facebook group. They put it on social media. Say, hey, gee, my baby's come home. That's not a particularly great idea, because people can use that and trace you back through your social media handle and get in touch with you and may set you up for this kind of thing because they know you've got the gun.
Yeah.
The other thing leading off from that, the fourth thing is, guys, everybody wants to know beforehand if their safe is compliant. So they post photographs of their safe.
Yeah.
That lets a potential stalker know what your safe looks like. Some guys even take photographs of their safes mounted in their cupboards, etc., etc. That's personal security failure number one. Don't show the guys the inside of your house on social media. Not just our social media.
Any social media. If you want to know,
show photographs of your gun, because they know what to look for then.
If you want to know if your safe is secure, compliant, please again email law@gosa.co.za, and they will and Cynthia will help you with that.
We'll deal with that. We'll deal with you directly there.
Most of the
you can post questions about the size of the bolts that you need, and that's not a problem, of course.
And the same as saying, I've just got my license, and
yes, that's absolutely fine.
But there's not much information.
Typically, photos of guns and with too much details, it's a personal security hole in your security.
Yeah.
So guys, be safe out there. Don't do that.
Yeah. So the Girls on Fire are meeting on Sunday.
Yes.
And we will do some planning for next year's Stop Shot, which will be in Women's Month in August. We also going to have a chat about gun buddies. I just literally haven't had the time, but to plan it for those two first, hopefully the two first Saturdays in November. And then, we will do the Scrappy song. Is really doing well. It's close to 4,000 views now.
Yeah. And it hasn't really been pushed all that hard.
No, we haven't pushed it very hard. So I think it's really doing well. There's kids all over the world already. I know some in Israel at this stage, and there was some in the UK that is currently marching through the house with the song.
It's a hell of an earworm.
And so hopefully we'll have something, and we've got another company, combination with Sansu and I think Air Rifles. We'll have some shoots. So we'll have a story day for Scrappy, and then we will combine it with shooting.
We have 2 weekends next month. So in a week or two's time. We're almost at the end of October.
I can't believe it.
I need 67 more days of blackouts until Christmas. So we'll have two events next month at Waterfall Arms and at the new Irene Arms shop with the kids. With Scrappy, etc., etc. Which will be quite exciting. Also, quite interesting is there's been problems with the provincial DFO in KZN for a while now. It's a hell of a bottleneck, guys. Applications are getting stuck there. Licenses that come from Pretoria, from CFR, get stuck again at provincial DFO in KZN. So one of the guys in Pietermaritzburg, interestingly, Sylvester, has come up with the idea of holding a march down to the provincial police headquarters. So we'll use something. So we obviously jumped in and said, great, we'll GOSA Law will organise all the permits that are required and stuff like that, just to make sure everything is absolutely bloody 100% legal and nobody gets shambucked and shot with rubber bullets, etc., etc.
And that we can leave guns somewhere close. That's
so
what we've done in Cape Town as well.
We'll stage it from a gun shop
that we can
from a local gun shop there to the police headquarters and back. In Cape Town where we had a contingent of riot police escorting us.
We left all of our guns at City Guns, if I remember right.
We left all our guns at City Guns, and then had this contingent of police.
It was like 20 cars or something like that.
Yeah, escorting us to Parliament. Then we'll do that sort of thing again. We'll take the GOSA Bakkie and
oh God, he's playing.
Trailer stroke mobile advertising board down with us. It's a nice thing to do. It's one of the locally inspired initiative.
Yeah.
It'll be great. We'll jump in on that with both feet. So that'll hopefully happen in the next little while. We'll keep you posted on that.
Anything else except that the Rottweiler is lying looking at us in the mud.
Yeah. So it rained like hell yesterday, and the Rottweiler's enjoying it.
Yeah.
Guys, that's about it.
Have a fantastic weekend. Hope you have a good one. And we'll speak to you next week. Maybe before we go, Adrian Rosley.
Yes, sorry guys.
Before we go.
So you probably will have seen it's right on the top of our page. One of the.
Yeah.
I'm struggling for words here. Grand old men. He'd kick my ass if you heard me say that. Doyens of the firearm industry in the firearm community in South Africa. Adrian Rosley from Magnum Range in Magnum United Range in Pretoria, the South African Defensive Pistol Association member number one.
Number one, yes.
And a stalwart at IPSC, at various other brands.
One of the best trainers I've ever met.
One of the finest trainers, really a magnificent trainer.
Absolutely, he was my long guns I can shoot because of the way.
And he had a way about him, Lynette.
Absolutely.
Which I think you'll bear me out on. He was a big, gruff guy, and he had a vocabulary which was was in varying shades of blue.
Yeah.
Solely in varying shades of blue. His pre-match briefings were legendary.
Oh yes, absolutely.
The people, if you wanted to see people who are really were able to maintain the pressure, you took them to one of his pre-match briefings and didn't warn them.
They stay or leave.
And their eyes would go huge like this. And anyway, but he had a heart of gold, and he was a trainer. He was the most amazing trainer. He had the patience, even when he was shouting at you from behind, to finish the effing fight.
Yeah. I still hear him behind me.
Or load, or blowing the whistle in the box drills with a shotgun.
Yeah.
Even then, he had the ability. He was so confident in his own abilities and his own knowledge that he would allow you to do things differently to him. If it worked for you, it was good.
Yeah.
Where a lot of trainers are stuck in
I still don't use 2 fingers up, and I use a hammer grip on my pistol, and he said,
and it
works for you, it works for you.
And and a lot of trainers don't have that confidence, don't have that the ability to train, to put things over in a way that people actually absorb them. Anyway, so Adrian died after almost 2 decades of battle with cancer. He died on Monday morning. His funeral is or memorial service is in I don't know if it's a funeral, I think it's a memorial service. His memorial service is in
3CI.
the 3CI church in Zwavelpoort in Pretoria on Monday, this coming Monday at 11 o'clock. And after that there'll be some
drinks,
tea and cake and then there'll be then everybody's going to Bronberg and to have a couple of toots on him. Great man.
Yeah. He's going to be greatly missed.
Good friend.
Yeah.
The guy you want in your corner.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. I said to Gey a little while ago that he and Henry are now kicking up a ruckus wherever they may find themselves.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So our condolences to Billy and to Sheila. And
Sheila and Adrian had one of the most amazing
one of the greatest love stories.
What a great love story.
You can see that.
And they adored each other every time we saw them. It was heartening to watch.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, guys, that's a wrap for the week, I think.
Okay. Now we can say goodbye. Sorry, guys.
Bye.
Bye again. Bye again.
Promise. Bye.